Hey guys, welcome back. Now we're on Unit 3, Day 2, Triangle Similarity. Our objective is I'll be able to determine angle measures and side lengths for similar triangles. So to get started, we need to understand the angle-angle similarity theorem. And what this theorem states that in true triangles, if you have two pairs of corresponding angles that are congruent, then the triangles are similar. So if we look right here, we have angle A and angle P that are congruent, and angle B and angle Q that are congruent. Since we have two pairs of corresponding angles that are congruent, then these two triangles are similar. Now, similar triangles have very specific properties. First of all, similar triangles have congruent angle measures. So their corresponding angles are congruent. Additionally, corresponding sides are proportional. So let's take a look at that in our example triangle right here. If you look at your corresponding angles here, 54 and 54 are the same. Additionally here, 76 and 76 is the same, and 50 and 50 are the same. So your corresponding angles are congruent. Now your corresponding sides, so in this case our corresponding sides is 8 and 16, are proportional. It means there is a number that you can multiply 8 by to get 16, and in this case that number is 2. Then from here, going from 11 to 22, that number should be the same. Again, we're multiplying by 2. And then from 13 to 26, you can multiply by 2. So since we know these two triangles are similar triangles, then you know that their corresponding angles are congruent and their corresponding sides are proportional. So for our first question here, it says triangle ABC and DEF are similar triangles. Now what's really cool about how we name these triangles is that the corresponding angles are in the same position. What that means is angle A and angle D are corresponding angles, which means angle A right here and angle D here should be the same angle measure. Then B and F, so B here and F right here are the same, and then E and C will be your corresponding angles. So it says that the measure of angle A is 75, so we can label that here, 75 degrees. And we know from our previous lesson that the sum of our interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C will equal 180 degrees. So 75 plus 50 plus angle C equals 180. And if we do 75 plus 50, we get 125, and then we're going to do 180 minus 125, and we get the measure of angle C to equal 55 degrees. Now, if we look right here, we can see that angle C and angle E are corresponding angles. So we know that the measure of angle E should be congruent, or also 55 degrees. So take a little bit of time and try to check for understanding number 1 by yourself. Now for the second question right here, it says a street lamp casts a shadow that is 60 feet long. A 5-foot woman walks near the lamp and casts a shadow that is 10 feet long. How tall is the street lamp? The very first thing that you need to do is to draw a picture. So here we have a street lamp, and it casts a shadow like this that is 60 feet long. Now we have a lady here, and she casts a shadow too, and that shadow is 10 feet long, and we know she is 5 feet tall. So what we can see here is we're creating similar triangles. Once we have a picture and we've labeled our information, we need to set up a proportion. So it's going to be something fraction equals another fraction. So h over 60 equals 5 over 10. What you need to recognize is that h and 5 are proportional corresponding sides, and 60 and 10 are corresponding sides. So we put them so that they are linked together here and here. Now when we solve a proportion, we need to cross multiply. So we have 10h equals 300, and we get h equals 30. So we get that the height is 30 feet. So try your next check for understanding question on your own, please. Okay. Now our last question says, given the diagram below, what is the length of segment DE? That means this length right here, from this portion to this portion, is what we're looking for. Now, our first step is to actually draw out the two separate triangles. And the two triangles, we have one triangle here, and then we have one triangle that's this large entire triangle. So I'm going to draw out here is our small triangle in blue, and then here's our large triangle in red. So let's start labeling. I see that this side here is 5, and this is x. And then on this other side, 12 indicates this entire length. And then here again, 15 tells me that entire length. So once I have that information, my corresponding sides can be used to set up a proportion, right? Here, so we can do that by doing this is equal to this. So 5 over 12, x over 15, and you get 75 equals 12x. X equals 6.25. Let me just double check that real quick. Okay. Now we get x equals 6.25, which is this right here. But the question that we're actually trying to answer is, what is that question mark, DE? So if you know that the entire length is 15, then we're going to do 15 minus 6.25. Then you'll get segment DE is equal to 8.75 meters, which is our final answer. So again, it's really, really important for us to make sure we are answering the question and not just solving for x, unless that's what it's asking for. So take a second to try this one on your own. And then in your summary, make sure you're writing 3 to 5 sentences, including what your objective was on today, as well as using the relevant academic vocabulary. All right, I'll see y'all in class next time.